Hi ladies, Katie Limke here. This is my follow-up ARC notebook and I wanted to share it with you today. I use this to keep everything in order to be able to follow up with all of my customers and my hostesses and potential recruits. So I have in here some little tabbies that I might need to use along with just some little note paper. This first Polly Pocket is designed to be kind of like an inbox. If there are things I need to do something with, I'm going to tuck them in there. And then I've just got a copy of the catalog for easy reference when I'm doing follow-up. In case someone should ask me a question about a product, I'll have that handy. My first tab is to do, and I should say that I have taken all of my actual information out of this notebook, so it's looking pretty bare, but I didn't want to share anyone's address and things like that on the video. So the idea here is that each one of these pieces of paper can be filled out and pulled out and then reinserted into another spot in the video. So I'll show you an example of that. Say a customer calls me and we start talking about hosting and she says, you know, maybe not right now, but I might like to have a party in April. And so I'm going to create one page for her and the notes of our conversation, the date of our conversation, any highlights, things she talked about that I might want to reference later on this piece of paper, and I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to tuck it in my April folder, and I'll show you that in just a bit. So this is notes, not quite the to-do page, but if I just want to jot down some notes, I have this section. And then starts the follow-up. My follow-up, as you can see here, I've got number tabs 1 through 31. Those stand for the days of the week of the current month. Okay? Following that, I have the days, or pardon me, the months of the year. So for this guest I was chatting about earlier, who said, you know, I think I might like to host in April. So I'm probably going to go under my March tab and tuck it in there so that I can give her a call in late March to discuss her April party. And by putting that there, I don't have to remember every conversation I had with her because I'm going to have it, all the details notated here. Now, the way I'm doing my hostess coaching is I'm taking each one of my hostesses and I'm creating this hostess coaching form and tucking them into their individual two-sided Polly Pocket. And what happens here is for each thing, when I set their party, I set a date that I need to do particular things. And so the next thing I need to do for this hostess is call her on January 10th for her invite list. So what I will do then is put her under the 10th, and I will tuck her right here. Easier said than done. There we go. And then every day of this month, I will come to the current date, and when it is the 10th, I will do everything that is under the 10th. And after I complete that task, the next thing I need to do for her is on the 14th. I'll tear this out and I'll move it to the 14th. And so I can keep everything there, all my hostess coaching, all my guests, all my recruiting leads, and just constantly move them and keep up with each day of the current month. And then next month, when it becomes February, I will take everything out of my February section and put them in the appropriate days of the month, and so on and so forth. So as you can see, I have already moved January so that it is behind December, because really that is January 2016 now that we've had January. Okay, I'm sure that's clear as mud. The miscellaneous section then is just a spot for some extra notes. I have some extra hostess coaching forms, and I have trade show forms for the request of the catalog. So that is my follow-up binder. Let me know if you have any questions.